Welcome back to the Hat Creek Homestead. Today we're going to do a video, and I've never done a video like this before, and it's going to be very, very different than anything we have ever done on our channel. And I've kind of felt the Lord leading me to do something like this. But the video today is going to be maybe a little controversial topic. It's going to be a meal planning video. Right now, in the midst of this pandemic, there are a lot of people who are struggling, and some of those people need the help with food from assistance programs like food banks and distribution things. We were blessed this morning that a church that our kids have gone to Vacation Bible School to and go to every once in a while, they do a food distribution. And this morning they had a food distribution, and everything that they were giving out was not given out. And so our neighbor, the man who has the garden back here, he is a volunteer there, and so he got the boxes that they was giving out to each family, and he gifted us some of that. And with all of the kids that we have, yes, we can afford to buy food, but I will never turn down if somebody wants to bless us. I will not take away their blessing. And so we got a pretty grand array of things from this food distribution through the church. And so I'm going to challenge myself this week to try to make as many meals from this free food that we got as possible. And I know there's probably lots of families out there who the only food they have is through a food bank or a food distribution. And so maybe there's someone out there who struggles with trying to find things that their kids will eat and how to make meals out of just all these random things that you get. And so this is going to be the challenge, is I'm going to make as many meals this week for my family out of this food that we were gifted as possible. And I have it all laid out on the table, and I kind of have some ideas. And so I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you what we got, and it is a lot. We have been very blessed today. And so while we didn't really need it, it is a blessing. So with that being said, I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to show you the things we got, and then I will go through and explain each meal that I'm going to try to make with the items. So this is what we got. Yes, it is a lot. And actually we got about 8 bags of this chicken right here. It's chicken breast. It's 3 pounds of chicken breast. And there's some chicken patties right here, and we got about 6 bags of these. I just didn't put them all on the table. I put them in the freezer. So we're going to start down here at this end. First, we were gifted some cereal and some milk, and so that's going to be a breakfast. We have some things that will be snacks. We have some apples and oranges, some cantaloupe, and we have these raisins. My kids actually really like raisins. We were also gifted this peanut butter and jelly, so that will probably be a lunch meal, but we will replace this with the wild butter that we have. I have a child with peanut allergy, so this will probably be given to grandma. So the first meal, besides the cereal that we're going to make from this, is I'm going to make some chocolate chip pancakes. We were gifted these chocolate chips and these pancakes, and with that milk, I can make chocolate chip pancakes, and then we can have these Mandarin oranges along with that for breakfast. That's really all we got for breakfast. So I'm going to move on to suppers or lunches. We did get this 18 thing of eggs, so I guess I could make some eggs for breakfast, but it would take all of these eggs. And so I'm going to use this to make meatloaf. We were gifted some crackers and this beef, and then these eggs, and I have some onions over here, and so that's going to make a meatloaf. I typically put ketchup on top of my meatloaf, but I have ketchup. You could put barbecue sauce, whatever you prefer. The next meal that we're going to have is, we were gifted these rotini noodles and some pasta sauce, and so I would brown some hamburger meat and serve green beans with that. And so basically spaghetti. Then we have these chicken patties, so we can use these for lunch as a sandwich, or I like to take these and put white gravy over the top of them, like a chicken fried steak. But I'm going to take these sweet potatoes, and I'm going to cut these up into sweet potato french fries and put them in my oven, and then we're going to serve those with a chicken patty on a bread or a bun. The next meal is homemade hamburger helper. We have this macaroni and cheese, and I could probably split this up and have macaroni and cheese for lunch with some hot dogs I have, or use this hamburger meat and macaroni and cheese for supper. The next meal is this rice roni, and I'm just gonna mix this corn in with it and just have rice and corn. We got a few other random items, like we got this tomato soup, and here's some peas that I would probably serve with this hamburger helper. We got 1 can of raviolis. We were gifted some milk chocolate, some fried chicken, and we will probably eat this for lunch today so it doesn't go bad. The next meal would be, we got 3 cans of this chili, so chili and corn muffins, so that would be a separate chili and corn muffins. We would also have this sliced carrots with our meatloaf. We always have carrots with our meatloaf. And also with that, I got 3 bags of potatoes, so I will probably mash some potatoes. I'll boil these and mash these potatoes to go along with our meatloaf. Sorry, it's kind of just random and all over the place. But the next meal would be this meat with the sloppy joe mix. So we would have sloppy joe and then this fruit cocktail to go with that. I got this whole chicken. I will probably put this in my Instant Pot and cook it down and then shred the meat. And then I will take the broth off of that and use it as chicken broth. I'll put it in a mason jar and put it in the refrigerator. So I have homemade chicken broth. And then I'll take that meat and I'll shred it up. And you could even put that with some, with this tomato soup. And then you could have that soup and that chicken. And so that you would have a protein and then a liquid, and you could add some spices to this chicken soup and make it like a chicken pasta type of thing, or like a pasta sauce, I guess. The next thing we have are these packets of chunk chicken breast and some ramen noodles. I would cook these noodles and just use the chicken portion of the seasoning packets and put the shredded chicken on top, and that would make a meal. The next thing would be brown beans and cornbread. And then again, we could have fried potatoes and onions, with the onions and the potatoes I have. And then the last 2 meals that I have is this chicken breast with rice and chili beans and diced tomatoes. So like chicken and rice. And that's gonna go, that could actually probably be 2 meals for us because I have some kids that just aren't really big rice fans. And then the last meal would be like potato and vegetable soup. I got these 3 cans of vegetable soup, so I would use that as a base with some potatoes, the carrots and celery, the onion I got. I could mix that all together and make a potato vegetable type of soup. And so we also got, I guess we got 2 cans of that vegetable soup, our potato soup. And then they gave me 2 cucumbers and these melons, and we got a few other random things. We got some cottage cheese, some cream cheese, some sour cream, some French onion dip. And so that's kind of a rundown of the meals that we're going to eat this week. And I really hope this helps somebody out there. There is no shame in using a food bank if you need it. And if you need that for your family, that is a blessing to your family. And getting creative with some of these things is a very good way to keep your kids' interest piqued in what they're eating. Sometimes we get in a routine of eating the same old. We do here. If you follow my Instagram, you see the pictures of the stuff that I typically make. So this is probably going to be a pretty big change from what I normally make for the most part. If not, go to our Instagram and check out all my food pictures. It drives my kids crazy. I love to take pictures of what we're eating, and so they don't like that. But I enjoy it, so I do it. But anyway, I hope this is just, ignore my laundry over there that needs to be put away. I just haven't got there yet. I'm going to go ahead and put all these groceries away. And if anyone has done anything like this, or you have any other meal suggestions with any of these ingredients, leave them in the comments below or send me a message on Facebook or Instagram. And I'll leave the links to those social medias in our description. But, so yeah, just one last look at this. And then some of the other things I've done with this chicken, like I said, we've got several of these. I put these in my Instant Pot and I shred them, and we've made tacos, we've made fajitas, We've made barbecue chicken sandwiches. There's just, the possibilities are endless with chicken. You can season it and flavor it any way you want, and it's so versatile, and that's why I love chicken. I think my kids are going to be tired of eating chicken. But it was free to us, and it is a great blessing to us, and we are going to eat it, and we are going to be thankful for it. And so I really hope this video blesses somebody else the way that we were blessed with all of this morning. And that's pretty much all I have for this video. This is just a short unedited fly by the seat of your pants listening to me drone on and on video. And so we hope y'all have a blessed day, and if you haven't, please subscribe, like our videos, share them, hit the notification bell, and as always, have a blessed day from the Hat Creek Homestead.